with the academy, the industry, the one more I can say that is like having a more wisdom about the education. Even I can say is an education expert. He is with us today, and one more leader, a tech leader, is a passionate in R&D. Uh,
Good
uh,
afternoon.
uh, Dr. Prashanth Keni is a professor for
Thank you.
RYMEC, RY Engineering, RYM Engineering College, and today is joining with this live webinar. And one more leader we have today is Mr. Shivasharan, BIM Implementation Specialist, having over
Namaste to everyone.
12 years of experience in civil and construction industry. And in the last, we have Mr. Mohammed Shahid Kolhar, is a passionate leader for learning and teaching and delivering artificial intelligence and machine learning. And he is the one having industry plus academy experience. And today, this is a kind of not a meeting. The viewers or the watchers, they may think that this is a kind of meeting or some kind of you know that uh,
Panel discussions.
uh, this is what going to happen, but not that way. This is the thing, like we all going to share our experience. It's like many are
You too,
joining
man.
in the live sessions, like we are going to share our experience
Okay.
of what all the things has happened in this 2 to 3 decades, so that all the things are going to share Mr. Dr. SM Shashidhar. 1 minute, sir, 1 minute. My voice is, I'm just getting my voice repeated. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, Rakeshh sir, you are audible.
Okay. Yes, we don't waste so much time, and we'll start with Dr. SM Shashidhar sir. Today we are really honored to have him in this session. You know that he is um, like bumblebee. You know that he always travel, and why he travel in the beginning he is a bit confused, but he's not traveling, he's exploring. He's exploring the world actually. The exploration he will spread today with all of us, and is the one like a former principal of a Pradadevara Institute of Technology and member of IEEE, and also is working for as a chairman for Institute of Engineers of India, and also as a special advisory for our skill lift at Tech LLP as a chief mentor. And we really happy to have him as a chief mentor, and welcome once again, sir. And today this is
Thank you,
a
Rakesh. Thank you for very nice words about me. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. You're most welcome. Uh, I think viewers or one who is watching our this live session, why we organize this live webinar. The thing is, we just wanted to know what's happening across the world. So, but if I say, you may don't believe that, but if we have one person is had is a lot of experience over decades, why don't we have some guidance and one suggestions from him, so that our younger generation get to know that way to step, and how to skill, and what are the decision we should take in the next 5 to 10 years, right? So to make easy and make more interesting this session, we just have a bunch of questions just going to ask our leaders. They're going to answer these questions. So first we start with the Shashidhar sir. Shashidhar sir, it's a very simple way. You know that from chatbots to digital screen, how was the education soul transformed in the 3 decades?
Yeah, very nice question. When I started teaching, the classroom was a a sacred space. Chalkboards were our canvas, and conversations brought lessons to life. I fondly remember. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Uh, uh, and conversations brought lessons to life. I fondly remember how a simple diagram drawn with a wobbly hand on the board could spark a 20-minute debate among students. Today, we have sleek digital screens, AR simulations, and AI-driven tools. It's amazing, but sometimes I wonder, have we traded some of the human touch for efficiency? Once a student logged into my online class while cooking noodles. He said, "Sir, it's multitasking." It's very funny, but it also reminds us to ensure technology should not dilute the connection between teachers and students. The soul of education is timeless. It's about inspiring minds, no matter the tools.
That
Thank
was
you. Thank you for this nice question.
that was a nice answer. And sir, when you started teaching, like what dreams did you have to your students?
Uh, so I started teaching in I remember 1985. I joined ROM Engineering College at Bellary as a young teacher. I had a simple dream to turn my students into thinkers. I wanted them to question, innovate, and never settle for easy answers. I remember one student who struggled with the programming. At the time, computer programming, we were teaching computer programming, Fortran programming. We spent hours after class debugging his first code. Years later, he told me that those sessions inspired him to create a startup. He became an entrepreneur, successful entrepreneur later. Back then, my challenge was balancing the limited resources with my big ambitions for them. Today, my dreams also have evolved. I am to empower students with future-ready skills like AI modeling and automation, while nurturing their integrity and emotional intelligence. After all, education is about shaping capable humans, not just skilled workers.
Wow.
Thank you.
That was a nice response. So one more question I just want to ask you. If your first batch of students met today's students, like what profound differences you may find to witness them?
Oh, they would find each other very fascinating.
Okay.
My first batch valued patience. They would sit with textbooks for hours, uh, dissecting a concept. Today's students, on the other hand, expect answers in seconds and solutions in reels.
Okay.
It's not a bad thing, of course. It is just a reflection of how society has evolved in the last 2-3 decades. The mindset has shifted from seeking stability to embracing agility. Technologically, today's students can code an AI model while scrolling Instagram. But what hasn't changed is their curiosity. Whether it is mining equation or an electrical circuit diagram, they are still eager to learn when engaged very effectively. Thank you.
That was excellent answer, sir. What invisible challenges did teachers face this 20 years ago that student generation might never understand even till now?
Hmm. So back then, 20 years ago, teaching was not just about imparting knowledge. It was about hunting for it. Imagine preparing a lecture maybe on mineral processing with no internet. Every piece of information came from dusty books from the library. We spent endless hours in the library. Psychologically, there was the constant pressure to meet students' expectations while staying updated. Professional development opportunities were very scarce. If you attended a workshop, or a faculty development program, it was like winning a lottery. Today's generation has tools like AI for quick answers, but they may never fully understand, they may not understand clearly. If you attend, it was like winning a lottery, I told. Today's generation has tools, AI tools, so many tools like ChatGPT and other tools. But the understanding the grit it took to teach with the limited resources and the infinite determination at that time was really very difficult, I remember. Today it's very easy because everything is ready-made. And the teachers have turned into facilitators. At that time we were dictating notes and every word students were taking down into that notes. And today, teacher's role has changed from teaching word to word to facilitators. So much of information or resources are available on the internet. We have to guide them, students. That's all.
Wow, that was like fascinating. And here is an interesting one, sir. Like this intelligence has booming these days, and how has the definition of intelligence transformed in your educational journey?
In my early days, like when I was in school, high school or PU, intelligence was synonymous with memorization and exam scores. If you could recite Newton's laws verbatim, you were considered brilliant. Over time, I realized that true intelligence is far more dynamic. It's the creativity of a student who built a do-it-yourself circuit from scrap, or the empathy of another who mentored a struggling classmate. Today, intelligence also includes adaptability, learning Python or AI for real-world problem solving. Emotional and practical intelligence now holds as much value as academic brilliance. In a rapidly evolving world, intelligence is the ability to learn, to unlearn, and to relearn.
Wow.
Thank you.
And one more question. What moments made you realize in education is beyond textbook and classrooms?
Realizing education is beyond textbooks and classrooms.
Yes.
There was a moment when a student who was otherwise shy in class, but an impressive simulation expert during a project, he did realize a mineral processing circuit realized through simulation. He told me later, "Sir, I didn't believe I could do it until you said I could. I didn't believe I could do it until you said I could." That was when it hit me. Education is not just about equations and theories. It's about unlocking the potential. Beyond textbooks, it is the field trips, group discussions, and even small gestures of mentorship. It's about helping students see themselves as more than just learners, as innovators, problem solvers, and leaders. Thank you.
Yes. Is a more interesting question, sir. If you could redesign the education system with your 3 decades of experience, what revolutionary changes would you implement?
Really nice question. To redesign the education system, I would start by tackling one of the biggest gaps, that is career counseling at the high school level. In India, most students choose their career paths based on societal expectations or parental pressure rather than personal aptitude or interest. This often leads to unmatched, mismatched careers and dissatisfaction later in life. Imagine a 10th grade student who has a knack for problem solving but is pushed into medicine, ignoring their potential to thrive in engineering or technology. Career counseling should be mandatory at this age, utilizing tools like psychometric tests, one-on-one mentoring, and AI-powered aptitude assessments. Speaking of AI, its role in the world is too big to ignore. Over the next 5 years, AI will revolutionize education in unimaginable ways. Adaptive learning platforms will offer personalized experiences for students. No more one-size-fits-all approach. It's a student struggles with a math concept. AI can provide targeted exercises and even explain it in multiple ways until it clicks. Science, technology, engineering, medicine, STEM fields in particular will see a massive boost from AI. Simulations in physics, coding in Python, and experiments in robotics will become more accessible, engaging, and immersive. But the question remains, are we preparing students for a world dominated by AI? Here is where STEM education needs a reboot. The current model heavily focuses on theoretical knowledge. For instance, in engineering, many students graduate without having touched a real circuit or written code beyond their lab examinations. Over the next 5 years, we will need to make STEM education hands-on, problem-based, and industry-oriented. Fields like AI, blockchain, quantum computing, and renewable energy will dominate the job market. Schools and colleges must evolve to teach these emerging technologies, ensuring students are not just employable, but also innovative contributors to the global economy. Finally, I would focus on fostering essential soft skills alongside technical expertise. Emotional intelligence, adaptability, and critical thinking will be indispensable in the AI-driven world. After all, while AI can process data and solve problems, it cannot replicate human creativity, empathy, and leadership. Education systems must prioritize holistic development, preparing students not just for jobs, but for life itself. In short, my redesigned education system would combine cutting-edge technology, strong fundamental counseling, and a holistic approach to learning. It's about nurturing thinkers, doers, and leaders who are ready for the challenges and opportunities of the next 5 years and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That was a nice explanation for this question. And one more question I need to ask: and how our technology advancements challenged and enhanced your teaching philosophy? These days we are relying with the traditional methods, but year by year it
Yes,
is
yes.
passing. But how you challenge
Yeah,
and
definitely.
enhance your
I have
teaching
seen the
philosophy?
changes in the technology, dramatic changes in the technology. I have seen.
Yes.
Technology has been both a gift and a challenge. Uh, Tools like NeoFlow simulation tool, ModSim simulation tool, we have been using in the classrooms, and the AI modeling have transformed how I teach complex concepts. Students can now simulate real-world scenarios in minutes, which would have taken hours in the past. But with these advancements comes the challenge of keeping the human connection alive. I once asked a student, if I explain AI using AI, will you still need me? Technology is an enabler, not a replacement. My philosophy now is to use technology to amplify engagement while ensuring the core values of mentorship and curiosity remaining intact. That's my view about the changes happening in the technology in the last 2 to 3 decades.
Okay. In the age of rapid information, what remains timeless in the heart of learning?
What remains timeless in the art of learning?
Yes.
As we have been seeing, job market is changing a lot. By 2030, the global job market is expected to witness a churn of 22%, with 170 million new jobs created and 92 million displaced, resulting in a net gain of 70 million jobs. However, this will require significant workforce reskilling, as 2/5 of today's skills will become outdated by 2030. That's just 5 years. AI has a transformative impact on the job market. 86% of global employers expect AI and information processing technologies to transform their businesses by 2030. Roles like AI specialists, big data analysts, and software developers are projected to be among the fastest growing jobs. Skills are very much in demand. The most sought after skills by 2030, that's just in 5 years, include analytical thinking, creative thinking, resilience, flexibility. Additionally, AI and big data, networks and cybersecurity, technological literacy are expected to dominate the skills landscape. And one more thing, the change happening is automation versus human work. In just 5 years, the proportion of tasks performed solely by humans will drop from 47% to 33% as automation takes over routine work. However, human-machine collaboration will enhance productivity and demand for uniquely human skills. So, reskilling is needed. 59% of the global workforce will require reskilling by 2030. Among these, 29% can be upskilled in the current roles, but 11% face significant risks of unemployment due to the lack of opportunity for skill enhancement. So this is these sentences data is taken from the insights given in the World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs report 2025. It has come out very recently. Thank you.
Wow, that was a nice insights and valuable information you provided, sir. And finally,
Thank you,
I would
Rakesh.
like to ask, sir, like you are blended with multiple domains. You're not into like worked or had experience with a single domain as a electronic and electrical, even mechanical, and right now in with the mineral processing. So, what do you think that these days the students or the job seekers or any like aspirants, they like stick with only one technological thing, like if we like move with only one technological pace we can see our future. So what is that one message, so that and one serious question I just want to ask that, uh, will the other domains like mechanical and non-technical will exist, or it will going to decline if say if these people or these students or these aspirants will upskill, will stay in the current field,
Yes, yes.
that what are the changes they have to adopt according to you, sir? uh,
Yeah. So this is really a very relevant question in today's world. As you said, I have knowledge or expertise, reasonable expertise in multiple domains like electrical engineering, electronics engineering, instrumentation, and also mineral processing. So, seeing the way I worked in the last 3 decades, more than 3 decades, and my career journey, expertise in more than one domain is really good, and students must be capable of learning things from the other domains also. And you are rightly mentioning mechanical engineering, civil engineering have lost the importance or the share in the job market. It's true. It's true. It's very unfortunate. Once they were reigning in the market, civil engineers in the very big demand, and mechanical engineers, we used to tell evergreen. Mechanical engineering is an evergreen branch, and in our college, students used to feel proud about themselves as we are the Royal Mechanicals.
yes, Royal Mech.
But today, Royal Mech, yes. But today we are seeing that there is decline in the demand for the civil engineers and mechanical engineers. Of course, it is true, but it's very challenging that these technologies, these engineering domains, must adopt the new technologies. That's very much required. Upskilling is very essential, particularly these things what's happening, particularly the artificial intelligence, robotics are very essential. Mechanical engineering should not remain just mechanical engineering. It should be robotics, mechanical engineering plus robotics is required. So all these latest technologies must be added to the existing syllabus or curriculum, then only these mechanical engineering, civil engineering, other branches like production engineering, production technology, other branches were there, but we hardly find students like 8 or 10 single digit students we are seeing. But no need to worry about it, no need to be discouraged or disappointed about it. The students or the faculty must upgrade themselves, upskill themselves. It's really a big opportunity for them. As we have been seeing, the mechanical engineering faculty members are made to teach Python in our engineering college. Yes, they teach Python. They teach C programming. So, like, we have to provide them the opportunities to upskill themselves and survive in today's world. It's very much required. That shift is required in the field of education, particularly in engineering education, in the domains which we feel that they have lost the demand. I hope that's happening now. Right now, the educators, policymakers, education policymakers are in the right direction to give the skills required in the latest technological advancements. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable information. And we will now move into Mr. Shahid. He's with us today. Okay, Shahid.
Yeah, hello everyone.
Audible?
Yeah, you're audible and you're loud and clear right now.
Okay, guys. And today I will introduce one more enthusiastic in learning, not only in teaching. He always used to learn and implement and develop. The guy which is running behind AI. I used to say him see, in 2014 or 15, India has introduced Digital India, but the way we are working towards the AI, and he is to showing his passion towards AI, then one fine day it will definitely come that AI India initiative, right? So that he have enormous knowledge and some industry on industry and academic also. So today he is going to share about the AI, why AI and ML, whatever the thing, the advancement is happening across, like as Shashidhar sir has mentioned many more things about the artificial intelligence. Will AI will rule, or we have to collaboratively work with the AI? So what is your like a perspective over the AI thing, Shahid?
Okay, first of all, thank you very much for providing this opportunity, this platform to share my views and perspectives on this. So I, thank all the panel members, and I would, begin with something very basic at this point of time. Okay, so we are Indians. We say Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, right? So I'll take the Kisan, the agriculture. So I will not go, like deep into technical things of AI. I don't know, just as in a layman language, I'll explain. For example, agriculture. So we already know that the rains, whatever the forecast we have, we expect that we will have some good crops. The farmers are looking at the sky, and they are expecting some rain. And they have some ancient methods of finding out when it is going to rain or when it is going to be a drought or something. So nowadays, so what we have is we can forecast the weather. We can see what exactly how much amount of rain, when it is going to be pouring in, and these all the things are done by certain kind of technology, and we can also monitor the crops. Okay, we need not worry about when we need to have the pesticides, or when we need to feed the water, or what things we are out to do. So today, what we have is certain things called as some technological advancements in the field of AI, in the field of drones. Okay, so basically, artificial intelligence is not a complicated concept. It's just like mimicking our human brain, how we think, how we process what information using our 5 senses, right? So we see, we hear, we speak, we have a touch feeling, everything. So today AI is something where it tries to mimic the human brain. Okay, So it's just an artificial, structure of the brain which is being developed to make sure it enacts or mimics human brain and the thought process, the task which we do, digitally. Okay, so it's not a complex thing. If we understand the artificial intelligence from the scratch, you can say, yeah, you're enjoying it. I feel I enjoy myself, working in AI, building models, working on technology. So these things are really fascinating.
Okay, fine. You know that even Shashidhar sir also mentioning that by 2025 to 2030,
Yeah,
there is a drastic change is going to happen. Drastic
yeah,
change or drastic transformation is going to happen.
yeah.
So any like many more cross industries or cross domain people, those job seekers or any employers will
Mhm.
lose their job or many more things will going to decline. So actually, what's going to happen and what our people have to do?
Okay. See, as Dr. Shashidhar, he emphasized more on AI, artificial intelligence, and everything. See, people need not worry or get scared of it. Okay. So if I have to go, much more, insightful about the World Economic Forum, if I'll just do one thing. I'll just share some of the data regarding the World Economic Forum. We can just go to what you call Google and search for World Economic Forum, jobs report. So this is the jobs report, which is available. You can just download it and you can go through it. I know a lot of information, whatever Shashidhar sir shared, all the insights, it's already available there. I just want to give a different perspective, okay, some kind of information which is helpful. So I hope my screen is visible right now.
Yeah, it is visible.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so here the thing is, we have this report. It's a 290-page document which has been drafted by our World Economic Forum by interviewing or many of the employers, executives from the every part of the world. So here, I will not go through the entire report. Just if you want more information, you can just go to Google, download the document, and you can go through it each and everything. I'll just highlight the few of the most important points which are happening here. As I said, that skills and which are the jobs which will be most in demand, which are going to be declining, or what is going to happen, and how AI is going to impact, and all those things. So let's talk about something fascinating that's happening in the world of work. By 2030, okay. So as a few minutes ago, Shivasharan sir mentioned. So these what do you call by 2030, nearly 40% of the skills we rely on today is going to change. Okay, or it's obvious thing. The trend predicts that. So it sounds very wide, right? That 40% of the skills which already are there, it's going to vanish and no more job requirements. So see, this shift is driven by technology, economic changes, sustainability efforts, and even the demography, shifts also matters a lot. So in what are causing these disruptions? Which skills are rising? Which are in demand? How we can prepare ourselves for this future? So these are certain points here. For example, if I go to this particular page, okay, so you can see there is a lot of I'll just zoom in. Okay, so you can see these, they have mentioned some of the top, fastest growing jobs here.
Oh, there is
So
like huge opportunities for the big data scientists.
yes, And it's not me telling these facts, it's the World Economic Forum. And these facts have been collected through interviews and all the data from the top, the executives of the top firms or every firm in the world, not just one city or one country. The entire world, provides this data, and this is what it's saying right now. So see, this is the list of all the jobs, okay, which are in high demand, and it's going to be growing faster than we expect. So I think is roles like big data analyst, big data specialist, AI, and fintech engineers. So all these jobs, machine learning specialists, okay, and autonomous and electric vehicle specialist, data warehouse specialist. So these jobs, okay, these roles are going to lead the pack right now, okay, in the entire world, in the in any domain or in any industries. So why it all happens because thanks to all these tech advancements and the global focus, that people are focusing on going green. So due to this, there is a drastic shift in the kind of jobs which are going to grow and which are going to decline. So just picture this, AI specialist, they are designing algorithms that predict trends in the stock market, in the healthcare, in the finance, and in the manufacturing. All those things, just it sounds pretty cool, right? So now, if we talk about the flip side, okay, so jobs like data entry, okay, so you can see the top fastest declining jobs. Okay, again, this data is provided by World Economic Forum. This is not my opinion or my overview. Okay, so this is the facts. Okay, driven by the data which they have collected, and this is actually true, and it is going to happen at this point, in the next few years in the due course of the time. So what happens is, there is a flip side of growing advancements in the technology and all these emerging technologies, all these things. What happens is the jobs like data entry clerks, bank tellers, or administrative assistants, they are all declining right now. Okay, the number of jobs or opportunities are declining. Why? What is the reason? Because as mentioned earlier by Dr. Shashidhar sir, and automation. Okay, digital tools, they are taking over all these tasks. Okay, now if you have to understand it, imagine a system, okay, that processes thousands of forms, okay, in minutes, and that's what replacing the manual roles just in matter of minutes. Earlier we used to take manual processing of all the forms, okay, and it used to take hours and days to complete those tasks. Now if you just feed into a particular system, okay, any application or software, it will be done in few minutes, like screening of the resumes. Okay, now we have a system called ATS. So just feed and whatever the applications we just get from the candidates or the job aspirants, you just feed into the ATS system, and it will shortlist based on their resume. Okay, in just matter of minutes. So these shifts show us how important it is to align our skills with where these opportunities are growing. Okay, so this is very important. And speaking of much more information, this is the complete list. You can download this World Economic Forum document, and you can go through all those things and see if these jobs, any of these jobs, are aligning with your profile. Okay, if you are a data entry operator or a teller or assistant or whichever things or the job profiles which have been listed here, if your job profile fits into this, and then you need to be alert. I don't say you should be afraid or scared of anything, of losing jobs or anything, but I think you need to be alert and ready to get a transition to make a future-proof career. So there are let's talk about it's all not about losing jobs. Okay, I don't say it's about losing jobs. It's about creating new ones. Okay. While automation might replace some roles, okay, some roles, but it's also generating demand for some entirely new jobs. Okay. In every domain, in every industry. So just think about the industries like green energy and technology, healthcare. So they are booming and creating roles we didn't even think about it a few years ago. Maybe 5 years or 10 years down the line, if we think, in the past, we never thought that these kind of roles would exist. Okay, so these things, for example, I think everyone would agree. Manufacturing, for instance, manufacturing is seeing more automation than any other industry right at this point of time. Okay? And if you take about healthcare, it's growing because of aging populations, right? So this balance between creation and displacement is why staying informed and being adaptable is so very, very crucial for every individual at this point. It may be a student, it may be an employee. Okay, he may be a fresher or better than even the employers. Okay, the business leaders, executives, the entrepreneurs. Even they need to focus on all these things because even they need to hire talent. Okay, with those talented people with all these skills. Now, if I speak about core skill, okay, core skills. What are the core skills? And few minutes early, we also had a discussion on this. You can see majority of the things which are mentioned here are not even the core technical, even like programming or anything. Okay, we have this analytical thinking, resilience, flexibility, agility, leadership, and social influence. Okay, all these things which are being mentioned over here. So the thing is, see, the skills, okay, which people are looking right now in 2025, especially the employers who want effective workforce, efficient workforce. These are the skills which people are looking out right now. Okay, and these, we have about resilience and adaptability. Okay, analytical thinking. Analytical thinking, employers love it. Okay, why? Because if an employee has an analytical thinking ability, employers can solve tough problems. Okay, in the industry. For those things, people need to have analytical skills. If you speak about resilience and adaptability, these are the must-haves for dealing with constant changes. So as you all know, we are already experiencing it. There is constantly, things are changing. New things are being innovated. New advancements are being implemented, and there's a lot of uncertainty in every sector of every industry. So, and even if we take about leadership and creative thinking, okay, it's very crucial for teamwork and having the innovations in our industries. So what's clear is that blending all this cognitive, emotional, and technical skills is the way to go. And if you speak about the next thing we can see here is skills on the rise. Okay, which skills are going to be the the thing which will trigger the revolution and the transition, and what skills are going to be in big demand, and what skills people need to learn by end of 2030. So these are the many skills, and AI and big data. Okay, so these are expected to skyrocket by 2030. Okay, so
Little zoom in.
yeah, sure. So if it is visible,
Yeah, it's visible now.
okay, so you can see AI and big data, so networks and security, technological literacy, creative thinking. So these things are in high demand. By in the next 5 years, there will be a huge boom. So see, these skills, AI and big data, followed very closely by this technological literacy, cyber security, networks and cyber security. See, it's not just the tech Okay, skills like resilience, flexibility, and creativity, creative thinking are also staying high on the list. Why? Because it's a need of the hour right now. Okay, the people are industry is changing. There's a lot of transformation happening. A lot of new technology, new emerging technologies which are being developed. There is a huge demand. The consumers are consumer demand is high. And on the flip side, okay, manual skills like you can say dexterity or even some basic literacy tasks, they are all declining. Okay, why? Because automation is taking over. Okay, so whenever we have a repetitive task, if you can use automation and some kind of technology, where those repetitive tasks need not be done with human intervention and without human interference. Okay, and just by monitoring it, the task can be done. So those kind of skills are jobs and skills are declining over the time, and in the next 5 years they may even disappear. So the point is to stay ahead. It's about all upskilling and reskilling. Okay, so if you speak about the next is industry specific skills. Okay, industry specific skills. So we can see we have a lot of industries listed over here. Yeah, big data, networks, and cybersecurity, technology literacy, creative thinking. Okay, and how much demand or how much employees are seeking these skills. Okay, if you take AI and in automotive and aerospace, you can see AI and big data are the real game changers at this point of time. Okay, and in financial services, it's all about networks and cybersecurity to keep our data safe. Okay, so and then there's green energy, which is they are facing a lot of skill shortages. Okay, people aren't available who are skilled enough to work in green energy. So this makes actually green energy is right now a prime area where we can have a lot of workforce development, skill development, everything, because there is a huge demand in field of green energy. So knowing these trends can help you target where you need to put your effort and where those skills will make major impact. All these things. So next, if you see about okay, the core skills which we need in 2030 after 5 years, okay, which things will be at the top. So these, you can say, as you look towards 2030, some skills are going to remain very critical. Okay, so I'll just make sure it's visible. Okay, so we have this out of focus skills, means there the job market is going to decline with respect to these skills in this quarter. Okay, and these are the emerging skills. Okay, and these are the steady skills which they will remain. Okay, they are core now, and they are not going to be expected to be increased a lot, but yes, they will remain. And
our viewer can
sure. See, so this, okay, here you can see programming. Okay, if you just have a programming skill in the next 5 years, so it will be replaced by artificial intelligence, or if I have to mention recently Mark Zuckerberg, Satya Nadella from Microsoft, they have made a huge statement that all the huge companies, they are going to build AI engineers, okay, virtual engineers, okay. They are going to replace the human engineers. Now, just imagine you are just a programming expert, and tomorrow we have a AI agent, okay, working as an virtual engineer, and the AI agent is programming, and you don't have any job. Okay, just programming, having a programming skill will not be helping you in the near future. So we need to make a quick transition. Okay, apart from programming, what else we need to survive in this industry, and not just survive, even to have a future-proof career. Okay, so marketing and media. Okay, so this digital marketing and media influencers, all these things are going to have a major impact. Teaching and mentorship. Okay, even the teaching. Now we have AI tutors who which can be used to teach kids and students. So the sensory processing capabilities, reading, writing, and mathematics. Okay. These skills are already being replaced by some tools and technologies like AI. Okay, so these things are all going to decline out of focus. Okay, they are not going to be there's no it's not going to be any job market for these kind of skills. There will be, but it will already be filled, and there will be no further increase in the job availability. And if I say there are some skills which are yes relevant, and it will be always be there. Okay, these are the study skills, and these are like motivation and empathy and active listening. Yeah, especially in the field of healthcare, service orientation and customer service. Yeah, we have a lot of bots, acting as a customers, interaction, having that interaction with the customers, but they can't provide, the user experience, experience the customers need. So these are the study skills: resource management and management and operation. Okay, so these are some study skills which will be still relevant in the next decades. Then we have some emerging skills. Okay, emerging skills: network and cyber security. Okay, so this is one of the field which is very, very, very it's having a huge demand. It's growing like rapidly, and there's a huge shortage of skilled professionals in this area. Okay, environmental stewardship. Okay, design and user experience. So these are certain emerging skills where it's still under, either you can say under research, they're still under development, and we have not reached an optimum results or experience where we can implement it completely. Yeah, there are certain implementations, but in near future there will be a lot of advancements in these areas. So we have to look out for these kind of skills. Okay, and these are the core skills. By 2030, I say every individual, okay, they need to have some kind of literacy in these kind of skills. Okay, especially the AI and big data. Okay, this is one of the topic which is talked about. People are some are aware, some are not aware, but I would say every individual who is into it, either he is pursuing his education, graduation, or started his work, okay, or even he is a veteran. Okay, I would suggest start with AI and big data. Okay, I'm not saying it will happen in 24 hours over a night or in fortnight or in a month or two. I would say contribute to your skill in this area slowly. Okay, day by day, day by day. If you start today, okay, there's a saying that there was the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second best time to plant a tree is now. Okay, so I would suggest all the people who are watching this, start today. Okay, don't just regret that. Okay, maybe I'm too late, or maybe I'll not be able to do it or anything. It's not a big deal. Anyone and everyone will be is capable of doing it. Only thing is we have to start. We have to start at our own pace, and we have to start with a motivation and a mindset that yes, we have to adopt ourselves, we have to upskill ourselves, and we have to be ready for the transition and the transformation which is going to happen by 2030. And this the whatever the upskilling process, it needs to be consistent, and they have to make sure they give time for this, and they should make plans. Okay, make a plan. Learn from anywhere. It doesn't matter who is teaching you and where you are getting any information. The thing is, you need to start. You need to learn from anyone and everyone, anywhere or anywhere. It doesn't matter. It's from the books, it's from the person, it's from the AI itself. Okay, but you need to start. So I would say, just people who are watching this, these things, whatever you are seeing in the screen, it's going to be the game changers by 2030. So people, please, take it seriously, and I want you all to be ready by that time. So next thing is we'll just look at some of the insights. Okay, especially if we speak about our own country in India, what is going to happen by 2030. Okay, so this is the, these are certain statistics which we are seeing here. I'll zoom out so that okay, so if you can see, these are the key roles which are going to get a business transformation at this point. Okay, what is the growth? Which one is declining? AI and machine learning specialists. It will be 100% growth. Data analysts and scientists. Okay, all this business intelligence analysts, business professional, development professionals, and you can see assembly and factory workers, administrative assistants, and executive secretaries in India. Okay, it is going on a declining side. Okay, it's taking a flip side, and the jobs are declining. And if you speak about, okay, if I have to get a job today, what are the core skills in 2025? If I have to say, analytical thinking, resilience, flexibility, and agility, AI and big data, creative thinking, and leadership and social influence. Now you can say, okay, so what about programming, or what about the certain skills which we are already learned from all these days? Okay, we are already been working. Yes, those skills are also there, but the thing is, today in 2025, employers are looking for these. Okay, so if you need to land in a job or have a future-proof career in 2025, these are the things, and especially AI and big data. Why? Because if you see skills of increasing use by 2030, okay, AI and big data, it's going to take a huge leap. Okay, in next 5 years, it is going to rule the entire industry. Okay, entire market, and this one thing will define what your future will be. Okay, because by 2030, it is expected that every person in either academics or industry or anyone, they need to have some kind of literacy on AI and big data. Okay, that is going to be the game changer, and that is the one skill which is going to help you in becoming a better professional and future-proof your career. And it is applicable anywhere. You take any domain, any industry, any sector. Okay, manufacturing, transportation, healthcare, finance, banking, any aviation industry. Okay, digital marketing or entertainment. Okay, manufacturing or production, anything, and any industry, any sector, AI and big data is already there. It's already there. We are thinking that, okay, it's coming by 2030. No, it's already there. We are not talking about the past or the future. We are talking about the present, because in present, everyone is already rolling out AI, big data, and many of these emerging technologies, and people are leveraging leveraging the technology. They are harnessing its power, and they are already leaving their competitors behind. Even if you are watching this, you are a student or an employee. Okay, if you are working in a job, just remember that if you are going to use these kind of skills, you are going to move forward and you are going to leave your competitors. It may be your colleague or any other person. But if you are not using it, you are falling behind. And in the next few days, when all these people are moving up, okay, they are just far away from you, and you are still there. So what happens is, maybe I don't say it's too late or it's impossible, but I don't want you to regret that I could have started it, I could have done it, I could have adopted, I could have learned it. So based on these facts, whatever you are seeing on the screen right now, I recommend choose whatever niche or the topic, depending on your domain. Okay, depending on your domain, you may be an engineer, you may be a doctor, any healthcare professional, in management, maybe in production or transport or entertainment or whatever. So you need to have a particular set of skills based on what is going to be the future, based on the predictions of all these things. So you need to select whether you are going to learn AI, implement AI, or cybersecurity, blockchain, 3D printing in manufacturing, or BIM in civil industry, or healthcare, analytics in healthcare, or even in finance, banking, all these things you need to take care. Make sure you start now. You be ready for what is coming in the future. So this is something about within the report what I found very useful, and I wanted to share these insights with all these the viewers and the people who are who want to do something in their life and have a better. Everything is upskilling. Okay, either you skill yourself, you learn some skill, or you are already working, you have to upskill, reskill. Okay, learn, relearn. Okay, use all these things, and this thing, whatever they have said in a World Economic Forum, have presented to the world. So this is going to be the game changer, and this will lead you to your better prospects in the your career. So this is pretty much about it.
Yeah, that was so informative, like too informative given to our audience. One thing is clear with this, and one who is working like from past 5 years or 10 years, if he is blaming the technology, the advancement, he can save or he can secure or he can uplift if he willing to upskill, right?
Yes.
So this is what we are not saying this. The report itself, like showing and making the remind, like making all people to remind that be skilled. Fine. Thank you, Shahid, for your wonderful engagement with this webinar, and we'll just move with one more like energetic leader and is working towards the like some of the innovation things and everything. And we have today Mr. Shivasharan sir with us. Welcome once again, sir, to the
Hello,
show.
sir.
We are really honored that we are having you in today's live session. And I have a question with you. That what
Right.
is BIM? And as we know that you are a BIM implementation specialist, our audience wanted to know that what is BIM, what is that role, and why it's really essential for civil engineers, and why even many are like site engineers, they are working and still blaming that I'm not getting a good job or good opportunities. So what is that one message, and what is the implementation, and what is that upskillment they must adopt from today? Over to you, sir.
Hello. Yeah. Good evening, you all, and heartily wishing for the Republic Day to you all, of the Indians.
Thank you, sir.
And yeah. So let's say you asked about the good questions. The BIM, okay, is totally related to the civil engineering and infra related sounding world now, right now. Yes, everyone talking about the BIM. Okay, we generally call it as BIM, but it stands for the BIM. So it's nothing but of information related to the construction and building process. That means building information modeling. That's the word we have to call it as BIM. So here we need to notice that informations, right? If you want, if you're going to construct a building, right, we need a lot of data. That is nothing but the informations. So what exactly the informations we need? Here, a number of rules will be comes under this process to construct a building or to complete any kind of the our civil project. Okay, that relates to not only for the architectural part. Here in architectural, we have to go with a lot of plannings and data stuffs, and then the process moves to for structural part. Okay, what exactly the structure? Without the structure, the building is not going to be stand up, because the structure is nothing but the backbone of the that project, right? Then we have to go with the MEP part. So MEP, that stands for mechanical, electric and plumbing things. What the data we need to provide and we need to incorporate for that project. But I said architect role is to be complete the project in aspect of proper planning, how aesthetically it looks, and on the base of the structure we need to design that particular project. Okay, in aspect of residential, commercial, whatever the kind of project is to be there. Then we have to move for that the designed
did the architect, okay, the plans and all, that is to be moved for the structural aspect. Okay, according to that, the design, the one by the architect, okay, he will be going to be analyze the things, whether the structure, that is nothing but we in general we have to call it as columns, beams, and trusses, and the stuffs are there. What the aesthetic look is going to be balanced in aspect of structural part. As I said, structure is nothing but the backbones, right? So without the bones, how the skeleton, how the things is to be, the mass is going to be stable over there. So that first we need to mix up the things, right? So as per the architect, the structure things to be get done. Then we need to move for the very important aspect that I said about of MEP. MEP, it is mechanical, electrical, and plumbing related informations to be implement the already done that previous project by architects and structural engineers. Because if we not did this informations properly, or we not collaborated or coordinated this information properly, the lot of mistake things to be get happens. Okay, that the things we may see in our projects, the lot of delays to be get happen. There's the wastage of time, the wastage of money. So to overcome of these kind of the errors, okay, the main informative I want to give here is there is a lack of information. So previously in the industry is not to be happened. It is to be there, but it is not in well organized. That's the role of BIM. It is nothing but the process in general that's to be get complete in aspect of structural, architectural, and MEP. So all the information is to be get gathered. Collaboratively we work, and we need to complete this task by this informative informations only. Okay, so here we can come to the conclusions. That's what's the BIM. Okay, then we need to move for the next. What's the industry needs of this BIM? Again, it is nothing but the new things over here. It is there in the industry, but only thing, it is not organized part. Okay, but right now it started from the Western countries, now reached in our also. Here also the things is previously we do all the things by manually only, but now a lot of applications or the softwares are there that helps for us to complete this task. So our journey for this building informations to be get started from planning the project. Here we need to do a lot of plans. Then we have to move for the documentations. Without the documentation, the data is not to be delivered or not read by on the execution part. How it will be get implement properly. So we need to make a proper documentations in aspect of a soft copy or hard copy, whatever it may be. That documentation is nothing but the texting, hatching. Lot of data is to be get incorporated. Not only the plans elevations. Okay, we need to go with the sectional parts. Lot of schedules is to be get implemented. That needs to be highlighted here. And then we need to move on for the analyzations. Here we need to analyze that, for example, the structural things, how the building is going to be balanced with respect of that proper elements we are going to place over there. For example, the rebarring and the concrete part, the things to be get done. So, and a part of that, energy analyzation is to be also be get done here. Again, next to that level, we need to go for the sustainable kind of elements to be get implemented in our project. So that's the one thing. Moving on later part, we need to go for the 4D and 5D here. 4D and 5D is nothing but the budgeting and the time for that project. In what time we need to complete the project. That's why I'm saying again, if we not have a proper informations, okay, the project we not to be a fix for the time, okay, or else it's go on moving and all things. We not have a where it's going to be complete and when we need to complete that project. So that is to be happen just because of there's not any organized things to be get happen. If we have all the data before starting a project, that we can complete within a time. Then about of 5D is nothing but of budgeting cost. What's the cost for that budget project is to be get done? That we need to predict in previously. Okay, that means before starting of project. So it's totally of process with different of tasks to be done. Later on, proper executions. Finally, we have to go for the maintenance of the bidding also, because not only from start to end of the project, okay, we need to go for the lot of maintenance to be done after completion of the project also, in aspect of electrical or mechanical part or whatever. Even we can do a proper lifespan for the project, because that means at what particular time the bidding is going to be stable on that conditions. Okay, that's a particular years we need to mention for that bidding life. It's total overall of life cycle of the BIM. Yes, we have a lot of applications in the market. That's we need to utilizing them. And yes, as you asked about of what are the roles of the BIM. Yes, industry needs a very expertise in this BIM. Here we need to categorize the BIM roles in 3 levels. That's the modeling part, the BIM modelers, okay, or the specialist. Here, in respect of again architecture, in respect of structure, and with respect of MEP also. Here, the core is necessary. That means we need to go for the theoretical part. We need to go for the basics, okay, in whatever the academic things we have to complete. On that base, using the BIM applications, okay, for example, the Revit is a very good example. We may take the name because totally we have to call Revit is a BIM applications itself. What is BIM? Revit. Revit is a BIM. This is the sounding words nowadays we can listen in our industry. So yes, very good features they are provided in this applications. Using them, we can do and effectively do the modelings and analyzations and all later part of documentations, budgeting, costing, scheduling. So, yes, very good important part on this applications are coordinations and corporations of this structure to architecture, architecture to MEP and all things. Yes, that I said, this what a BIM role I'm saying about of BIM modelers. Then the next level is go to for the BIM coordinators. Here, this is the person or this sort of thing that is to be stands in between the modeler and the one more person is to be in the higher position. That sort of BIM manager. BIM manager is we have to call it. He has to be responsible for to handle the n number of project with respect of to coordinate in different ways, like architectural, structural, and MEP. The proper planning is to begin happening, and the work is to be get done from the modeler part, and that is to be submitted for the managing level. Okay, and manager is responsible for to handle a number of, again I said about of a number of project, and not only the things, a lot of data is to be handled with the licensing aspect, and to get trains, and the errors is to be not get happens, and effectively the project is to be get complete in that proper time. This is what I mean responsible for that BIM manager. So these are about of industry needs. And you ask one more questions related to the site supervisors is willing for to learn the BIM applications or not. Yes, is that true? Okay. Generally what happens in a number of firms, okay, only the designer is responsible and his duty is to go for the designing part. Okay, but whereas in our aspect, okay, where the design is also to be go for the site, and he has to be go to inspections of that what the actual things is to be get happen. According to that only the model is to be get done. So here the one more responsible for that site supervision is to be not only to sit for the supervisions, he has to be enthused for to learn the designing aspect, whereas industry needs in both aspect as well as designing and supervisions. Yes, there's no difficulty to learn the designing with respect of BIM applications. Yes, of course, it's a very emerging process, and I request everyone, the one who is into the civil industry, not only the designers, okay, if he is into the civil supervisions, he must to be learn with the applications. Yeah, this the thing we had be in terms of BIM.
That was a really uh, like a fantastic explanation towards the BIM and roles. And I have two questions, sure, sir. So that you know
Yes,
that
yes,
right now we have a huge crowd of civil engineers, right? So what do you think
yes.
that the proportion of upskilling themselves into the BIM, the one common word, the one common like phrase we are getting right now is civil engineers are not having opportunity. Even if is having an experience over 5 to 10 years or many years, the one thing we are getting the response that they don't have any opportunity. But as I seen you that being from other domain, you learned the BIM and Revit, and you are like an expert and a specialist and implementing more on this. So, what is your view? One thing, and what would you suggest them that right now the civil engineers are there, like even they are working as a site engineers or like a code, like a draftman, civil draftmans. So, whoever are there, will this
Right.
BIM Revit will definitely help them so that once they upskill with this thing and can they see the like more increments on their career.
Yes, good question, sir. Yes, it is not mandatory. Only the person who is into the industry can learn the things. Okay, it is not that the things. Yeah, the person is enthused to be into that field. Okay, he may very easily get learn the applications. Okay, and one more thing that you ask about of uh, the things non-domain. Yes, that's true. Okay, we need basic things to gone through that academic part. Okay, it's not that difficult. Okay, it's better to go with the scratch. Okay, and some applications that I mentioned about after it. Uh, of course, the green standard applications with a number of things in the market. Okay, designed very well with good features. Okay, we can learn the things. Yes, that you ask about one more thing. Um, uh, you have to say is for competitive. Okay, of course, in all the fields nowadays we have a lot of competitions. It's there. Of course, in civil field it is in kind of peak also. Um, Only thing, if we are very dedicated and if we are to be stand with the um, uh, well versed in any of the things. Okay, uh, yes, of course we can be into the field because all the fields, not only civil, they need the expertise. So I request everyone, the one who is going to learn, okay, fulfill your time for to get learn and be expert in regards of the industry demands. And we are here to train them. Okay, from the scratch to the high end, we are here to give the training for that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for the clarifications for my question.
Okay.
And
Yes.
uh, really, the knowledge you have, the experience you're gaining and spreading it even for all and for us, it means a lot. And thank you once again. We'll catch up later. Then now we'll move with the one more expert. I can say is like more passionate on research and development. Is a more interesting one to learn uh, to make research full India. So that Prashant sir, are you there? Sir, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, sir, I'm here.
Okay, sorry, he's in journey and he is traveling, but then also he shown interest and we invited him today. Sir, we need like a more insights and more information. So he agreed, and today we have Mr. Prashant sir as like he's working as a professor for a reputed engineering college, and along with even he gives some more advice for our at a company, so that even and we seen that Prashant sir from the beginning as I am seeing him that is more interested on research thing, right? So the question is, Prashant sir, the question is, is a
Yes,
research,
sir.
is that research is really more needful for the India or for our younger
Yes, sir.
generation?
Yeah, obviously. First of all, I want to thank all the three resource person who has given a insight regarding the technology and regarding how the things need to be moved in the future generation, everything. When it coming back to the point of research and development and innovation mainly. When it comes to an innovation, as you know that there is a whenever it is a need is a mother of innovation. And when it comes to a research also, research has taken in a different forms, that too from a company to company, and then from university to university, and then country to country. So basically in a research we got a four different verticals. Okay, one is a basic research, second one is a applied research, third one is a experimental research, and then the fourth one is a reverse R&D. We call it as a reverse research and development. Okay, so when it comes to a first point, as a basic research, that is nothing but discovering a new facts and principles, often through an experimental or exploratory, and one more is a theoretical based, that will comes under as a basic research. When it comes to an applied research, the researcher uses existing knowledge to create new applications, products, and then again the policies also more important in when it comes as a product to the market. Okay, and then how the process they are going to take it, that is also plays a very important and a vital role. And when it comes to an third, that is a experimental development. One is a new product process, not only developing a product and a process, along with the what services you are going to give to a customer, that also plays a very challenging role. So if the services are not good enough, the customers are not going to stay back with the innovative product. And then when it comes to the last domain called a reverse research and development, so as you know that the few of the companies, what they do is whenever there is a new product comes into the market, they buys the product and makes a reverse engineering from that product. So then they going to change the vertical technology in their perspective. So finally, research plays a very important role, not only in India, in all the countries, they are well ahead of it. So when it comes to an engineering skill sets, so our engineering students need to be well in advance with the current technology, so that they can able to lead a very good life in future days. It's in my opinions.
Okay, then as you are into the research, right? And you
Yeah,
used to say that that collaboration thing. If one guy, like one student, have an idea,
yeah,
okay, research idea,
yeah.
okay,
Hmm.
then what happens is that the idea will be the idea, okay, so
Yes,
that
sir.
until unless it will not getting executed or implemented, right? So that how
Yeah,
that one young mind idea will come, what someone may think as a, is a crazy, right? So the
yeah,
why we are lacking behind, like for the research thing, many people think and they get a good ideas, but they like lack in the implementation. So that, so
yes,
that
sir.
what one
True.
courage you will give them, like that one student,
Yeah,
that idea may be the crazy
yeah,
one, but
yeah,
we don't know that, we can't assume that it may going to change the world, right? Like Mark Zuckerberg has what an idea, now he's a billionaire in the world. So that that way even the,
yeah,
like even our like Apple founder, like that's
yeah,
one idea may going to change. So that what one courage that one the student should have, that like not only the student, maybe the aspirant, so you can give
yeah,
them.
yeah. Whenever it comes to an idea, ideas may be a many, but when it comes to an implementation parts, we may face a n number of challenges from bottom to top. And one more thing is, whenever we have been come up with the idea to implementation, so the product need to be acceptable in the market, and that too in the correct time, right time. The product need to be launched in the and the lifetime of the product also plays a very important role. So whenever students face a number of problems regarding implementation, so they need to be a more dedicated, as Shahid has been said it. There need to be a more resilience, and there need to be a more adaptable to any of the situations or conditions, until and unless their dream comes to a reality. So once the dream have been there, it will be in the dreams only, rather than making it as a reality. Once it is a reality, then it may fail at a once, or it may fail at a twice, but at a thrice, one or other day, his products may be product may be a well output in the market. So never we lose hopes. Okay, so until and unless we succeed, we need to work on a product, and we should come out with the successful. And never ever have as you see that there are many failures. From failure to a success or more, rather than directly no one have been become a more success in getting of the product into the market. So this is what my view regarding it.
Okay, sir. One more question. That when it comes to the skills, like future skills, okay.
Yeah.
The future skills, if we like get into the analyzing it, so how research will help. Like one guy is as I mentioned that he have an idea, okay, he will implement it. So that one more doubt he may get into his mind that in between the implementation, so that
Yeah.
how like this may turn into the future skill, so that
Okay.
how he can analyze and how he may like get into the things can work more on the way, like any getting supports, any from the industries or any collaborations, so that you know that when it comes to an idea in implementation, only the one is in the room, only the one person in the room, he may be the
Yeah.
student or the aspirant, anyone, so that any
Yeah.
back support the one researcher may get, so that he can get like he can get up and just move forward and get into the things work. So any like supporting resources he may get to get things work done.
Yeah, here in India, see, in other country perspective, there are a few. There are think labs, or maker spaces, or different labs have been set up over there, where they explore technology aspects. When it comes to an India, again we need to either approach to in the same vertical domain in which passionate area they are interested to work, and interested to make their own product, or they want to do it in a research. Either they need to go with the academically basic research, they need to do it, and then they need to approach some of the industries. So if your idea is good, and there are a few funding agencies for that, and from the government and central government there are a few opportunities. If your idea is really working well, the two with the prototype model, then obviously you may get a seed funds. Okay, once from the seed funds, again you start implementing to a next level. So when it comes to an industry level, there are again a different types of funds from the industry.
Yes.
Okay, so they need to grab those opportunities. From that they can able to make it as a stable.
Okay. Fine then. And one more question, sir. One more question is like
Yes.
if someone in the outside, right? Someone in the outside, he got an idea and he implemented it. Any success stories in your mind, so that our viewers can get some inspiration from that guy, so that they can get start. Any?
Yeah, yeah, there are a number of peoples. We have been going through that, where there were nothing for them, but they have been come up with the more successful by implementing the companies to right now. So you may be seeing some people from the Pune based, and some people from Karnataka also. They have been really done excellent work, but their proof of concept was excellent, and they taken a seed fund, and they started taking help from the government. They implemented the projects too. So
Okay.
always we need to have a ray of hope. Okay, so if no one is there, someone will be there for a good to do a good things.
Okay. And final one, sir. Is the final one.
Yeah.
Okay. then which product they can focus, so that he now just want to innovate, or he just want to research, or bring his idea into the live. Okay, that what one product
Yeah,
you want to suggest?
sir. When it comes to technology, as I said, sir was also Srinivas sir was also telling about a BIM, and it's a new, and it should be happen a long back. But right now it's in the market, and then if the students are willing to learn the technology, then they have got many opportunities in India to work, and many projects are existing in the future sir too, where everything wants to make it as a more systematically. Either I prefer to tell you is that if they want to, if they are willing to work in hardware domain or in the software domain, okay, and or in the physical activity domain or in the physical design domain. Okay, so for everything we require a skill sets. So if there is a skill sets, we can able to build it. Or else there is a quote called as "Skill India," or else you'll kill India for a youth. Okay, so if they are really good enough from their skill set, there are a number of opportunities are opening for them to explore around the globe. So my concept is to they need to make sure to do it in India, so that our make in India products need to be a more successful in when it comes to other countries.
Yes, yes, absolutely, sir. That was really amazing, researchful thoughts we just got
Thank
from
you.
you. And being a professor and taughting many number of students, and
Yes.
you got many insights over industries and research. So thank you, Prashant sir, once again, being traveling, and
So
also he gave a time, valuable time, with this webinar. And that's it, guys. And today was a really fantastic one. We had
thank you.
like what an like insightful session, I think, engaging session. And we had today a big thank you to all our amazing speakers and participants, especially for making this event a success. And your presence and contributions have truly made impactful today. And
Uh,
before we wrap up, let's quickly summarize that, some key points, that today we had some tech based sessions and AI research and BIM. Like we have learned here, like we'll continue exploring and applying and growing, right? So this is what happening
ಆಯ್ತು
today.
ಇದು
And
ಲೈವ್ ನೋಡ್ತಿದಾರೆ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ
yes, sir.
ಆಲ್ ಓವರ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ
Okay.
ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ತಡಿ.
Okay, fine. And once again, I would like to thank our Shashidhar sir, Dr. Shashidhar sir, Chief Mentor and Chairman of Institute of Engineers of India. He gave us such an insightful his own thoughts and experience. He just explored. So this is what one message from like 3 decade person, that having a wisdom for our young India. As when Prashant sir also mentioned that it's a skill India or kill India, and later on it's keep changing that skill India, digital India, and the future will be the AI India, right? Definitely,
Yeah.
it's going to be the AI India. Thank you
Yeah.
once again, sir, for joining this live session, and keep coming, and keep giving us a more insights and more knowledge, so that our young people, and even one who is really needed more knowledge, is definitely benefits from your thoughts. Thank you, sir. And I really thank you, Shivasharan sir, joining with this session, and the thoughts you are having for the civil engineers, that really meaningful, because the one civil engineer is thinking that I don't have any opportunities, but the way you gave him and fill the information, right? There is an opportunities, but we need to find. If we found it, right, we should not ignore it. So that is the way you give a very good knowledge. And thank you once again for joining this session. And thank you, Shahid, and for give more info on reporting, right? Because people may don't believe that, oh, this is the one prepared one, but the one big daddy is sitting over there, like a World Economic Forum, big daddy. Uh, he prepared, generated, and this is what going to happen. Like one thing is clear: predicting the future, it's not a magic; it's artificial intelligence, I think. Right? So
yeah,
definitely in the
absolutely.
future we have seen, and he's showing us the path the world is moving. If we go along with them, definitely that's a better one. As you mentioned, everything about the AI and the implementation, the knowledge, and the proportions of rising and declining. So this is this that was really like helpful resources you provided. Thank you once again for joining this session. And finally, Mr. Prashanth sir, sorry, Dr. Prashanth sir, uh, even he gave us such a insights on research that even when it comes to the research, we should not think about the Albert Einstein. Like Albert Einstein is having like white aged person, those kind of people only into the research. When it comes to an idea, like young minds and young people should come forward, and if he's having an idea, that many more platforms and many more like private bodies, government bodies, they are ready to help them. If the idea is really valuable and more helpful for the nation and the society, then definitely that idea going to explore, and it will help many people. In that way is explained. Thank you, Prashant sir, for giving your valuable time for this webinar, and definitely your words will impact our viewers, our audience, and we'll really expect one more session from you with elaboration, with a long session. We understand the situation right now, like you're traveling, but the points and inputs you give, I will accept and consider it. And finally, guys, and this is what urgent, as we mentioned in our poster, that urgent, the skills will going to define 2025. Yes, these all the skills is going to define 2025. If you are in 2025, if you want to be in the 2025, so upskill and be the skilled one. Okay, as he said that the only way we are having, only one opportunity we are having in our hand right now is skill up, reskill, upskill. Thank you for joining this session today, and don't forget to subscribe our channel and share this video to the maximum people. I know this could be the eye length video, but many more insightful inputs and information you may get over in this video. So don't forget to share and subscribe our channel so that you will get notified for our upcoming session, future session. If you found today's live streaming valuable, please give some comments. If you really have any questions, and please put comments so that we can answer your comments. So this is a program today, and have a wonderful Sunday. Enjoy. Thank you.
Actually, sir, we have one of our viewer who has asked the question. If we have a couple of minutes, we can answer it.
Yeah. What is the question?
Actually, the question is, I'm a non-technical person. Can I learn AI? I would like to answer that question myself to that particular viewer. So my answer is yes, absolutely. You can learn AI even if you are a non-technical person. See, AI is a broad field, and while some area requires some technical skills, advanced technical skills, and there are many things which we do in the AI technically. There are a lot of aspects which need not have a deep knowledge of technical skills, and you can have a simple roadmap to learn AI. See, in the next 2-3 decades, there are two kinds of people who are going to survive: either the person who is going to develop these AI systems, or the person who knows how to effectively use these AI tools into his work. So only these two people are going to survive in the next industry revolution right now. So the thing is, if you want to learn AI, there are two ways. Okay, there is no even if you are a 10th pass, okay, or a 12th pass, you don't have a computer literacy. Okay, so either you can start learn how to use AI tools, okay, in your work or for your use, or you can also start working on learning to how to develop AI. Okay, it doesn't need any extraordinary degrees. You need not be any math genius, or you need not have a PhD to learn AI, how to use AI or how to develop AI. There is a simple way of doing all those things, If you need any assistance, you can contact us. You can contact, you can look at our website, skilllift.com. Look out for all the information, or you can contact us. Okay, and we will help. We will be able to provide you all the assistance, and we can do whatever we can to make you learn AI. So yes, see, you don't need a technical background to understand, or to understand AI, develop AI or use AI. Small, start with small things. Build your knowledge step by step and focus on applying in ways which will interest you. Okay, and definitely if you are interested, and we will, if you can reach out to us. Okay, we have contact details in our website, so you can contact us, and definitely we will be able to help you learning AI, even if you are from a non-technical background, without having any fascinating degrees or PhDs, or any kind of technical weirdness or anything. We can help you learn AI. Okay, so you can reach out to us, and it's good that you are enthusiastic and you want to learn AI. So definitely we will help you and support you in whatever possible way we can to reach your goal. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Shahid, for your good response. And once again, thank you so much for joining us today. And until next time, stay curious, keep learning. We will see you in the next time. Take care. Goodbye.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.